Monday, 6 check. I am Irize. Oh, it's connected. Oh shit.
And it's your favorite yoga soldier, aka the yoga bro, aka Miss Everything in the building with my sis. And it's the vibe check.
The vibe check. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. It is today is what, the 16th of February. February is one of those. Yeah, listen, February be blowing by. January felt like every day was the same day for a minute.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? I kept saying, I was like, yo, this feels like Groundhog.
And now we like halfway through February. The winter keep trying to rear its ugly head. My nephew, funny as shit, this nigga gonna say, we was talking about Black History in our family chat. Okay. And somebody brought up
banner. See that?
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay. So my nephew had mentioned my niece mentioned something about Obama. My nephew was like, nah, we ain't celebrating him until the 14th or after. You know, that's halfway through the month because he's half black. Listen,
that's a shame.
I was just like, I mean, you got a point.
Did you learn anything new this Black History Month?
Did I learn anything new this Black History Month?
You know.
I don't think I learned like any new facts because a lot of stuff, like I'm one of those blurs that I look shit up. Mm-hmm. Like I am the person that as much as I'm into counterculture and have been since I was like 12 years old, I look up different drugs and how they interact with certain shit because I know what's wrong with me and I want to make sure that shit don't go wrong with me. So that's why there's certain things. I've never taken LSD. I've never smoked crack. Like it's certain things I just know like, whoa. Yes. like they talk about weed being a gateway and I'm like, I don't really see that, but all this other shit, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, all that other shit.
Maybe.
Yeah. Ecstasy, those kinds of things. But like I've tried ecstasy before. That's like a half a pill. But even that was
Let me tell you, I'm a person that used to keep that shit by the dozens. I know a lot of strippers. So but just on some bored shit?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. My friends used to be like, you over there high as shit, ain't you? Because I would just be smiling, enjoying myself, like...
Now, like my being thing more is the mushrooms person right
than
now.
I am. And so they would be like, this girl over here. I'm like, yeah, by myself, bored. Like, forget what other people take it
by
for.
Myself, bored. Like,
what other people take it for, whatever, like, purposes or whatever. But I literally made the conscious decision when I turned 40 years old. Because, again, I have shit wrong with me. I was like, yo... You're definitely not going to be, because when I say I used to take it, I'm talking going back to the MTV days when they used to put those scary ass little news reports on about how it eats half your brain.
Right.
Like I'm talking
and you ain't care.
Before I had a kid, 90s hanging that club shampoo
with the fried egg and all that.
With these Russians that I used to work with, like so it became a regular thing. That was early 20s. So by the time I was in my 30s and black folks was into it, it had already been a thing for me. Like by then, now I'm knowing people who got tester kits, so I know what's what and I know what not to take and shit like that by then.
Shit,
so
now they got fentanyl. I'm scared. That's why you can't smoke with everybody. You just can't do stuff with everybody.
Exactly. I know what weed smells like, and I know what weed smells like when somebody puts something on.
Count your days, people who smoke laced weed on the sub.
On the sub?
With kids and things. Count your days. That's ridiculous. It really don't make no sense.
Speaking of our days, we can recap our days this week. I actually did do stuff this weekend. My forever Valentine turned 14 this weekend.
I loved your video. So, that video of you and her when she was small doing one of my
friends was like,
"Oh,
I thought I was gonna see like the progression to 14, but I see you kind of stayed in the era." And I'm like, "That's my favorite era." My daughter says it all the time. She's like, "Yo, we could be rich right now." She was like, "I could have millions of views on YouTube if you would have posted more of those videos." She was
when she was little,
naturally funny. I posted a lot of them. I actually do have a YouTube channel where there's videos about like they used to sing in the car. I would call it the car seat karaoke because they both were like in car seats. My youngest son, he used to sing Michael Jackson like nothing. Like, and I have videos of this.
Hilarious.
So me and her tripped out. We were looking at old videos of her when she was younger because I used to tell her how funny she was. Like, there's this one. She's in a diaper, so she's not 2 because she's also not very big. But she's not quite like she's over 1.
Okay.
Because she is like, but she's not talking fully, but she does have comprehension and she can speak. And I'll come in the room and she's got this Pandora bracelet of mine. And I said, "What are you doing with my bracelet? Do you have my bracelet?" And she threw it and said, "No." No, I said, how did you get my bracelet? She was like, I don't know. And you see in the video, the bracelet goes that way, and she just sitting there on the bed like, what bracelet?
What bracelet?
So, like it was.
I'm not going to incriminate myself. She already knew young. That's funny.
It was her birthday on Valentine's Day. So we went out to dinner, me, her, my youngest son, and my father. And we went to this place that's known for having like really good sushi in the area.
Okay.
It's like renowned.
She's a sushi girl?
Yeah, she's a sushi girl. But the funny thing is when we went, I was like, because I just looked it up online, never been there. Following the directions, my dad texted me. He was like, "Oh, I've done the DoorDash from here." And I'm like, "A DoorDash?" And it's in the strip mall. And I'm like, who would have known they would have had good sushi in a strip mall?
Wow.
But it was crowded because it was Valentine's Day. And the food was really good. And it was a really good experience. And it wasn't even that expensive for the four of us to eat. So, like, I thought I appreciated that. So we did that. And I surprised her. She is a theater kid. That's one of the things that she gets from me that she kind of like expounded on 100-fold.
I think that's dope. I love it
because she actually like performs in musical theater. I did it like for school. That's it. Like, was I serious about doing it? I mean, I have enough acting. I have enough acting credits to just join SAG-AFTRA. I just don't want to spend that money because it's not in me to be going to auditions. Right. It's not in me to be like, I don't want to be a professional actor, so I don't want to spend that. I'm not making that investment. Right. But when the opportunities come, yeah, I show up and I get that little waiver and I get that SAG-AFTRA pay because why not? Like,
exactly.
So I surprised her. We went to New York, and there's this other restaurant with sushi. It's like a push-up sushi that she saw online.
I saw it.
So I was
that's what she was eating.
So I saw that was near the theater that we were going to. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go there, grab something to eat because we left at like 10:30 in the morning, and sit through the matinee. I was like, then we'll like come back home and eat or find something to eat out there. So when she was like not really paying attention, and then she saw the sign like "Welcome to New York," and she started trying to think like, what would we be doing in New York? Because I asked her, did she want to know? She was like, no, you can surprise me. Aww. So she's like texting with her friends like, we're in New York. Because when she saw the sign that said Lincoln Tunnel, she put her headphones back. She was like, Nueva Yo. I was like,
she is your child.
Yes. One of her friends asked her, she was like, is that like a genetic thing where like y'all have a song for everything?
It's hereditary.
She was like, yeah, it must be hereditary. So she like, we pull into New York and she's trying to figure it out. So we go to the sushi place and she's like in her mind thinking like, I know she ain't bring me all the way up here to have push pop sushi when we just ate sushi yesterday. So then we were driving to the theater. I was trying to decide which play to take her to. Like first I was like, what black plays are on Broadway? Because it's Black History Month. So, and like Ragtime came up and all this other stuff. But then I was like, I remember she said something about wanting to see Moulin Rouge. And I know it ends in July. So they had great price seats. We were like in the 5th row, like right. She was practically on the stage. Close. And then I was like, okay, Black History Month. It's starring Bob the Drag Queen for the next couple of weeks. So we go and get these matinee tickets. And we did that. So she said she figured it out when we got to the theater district, but she couldn't figure out what we were going to see. She was in her mind, like driving past theaters, like, well, I hope we're not going to see that. Like, I don't want to see that. And then she was like, oh, okay, Moulin Rouge. She was like, I want to see that. So she had a good time. We did that. That's what we did for her 14th birthday.
I was like, okay, that was cute. It really looked like y'all had a good time.
We had a good time.
That's
it was
dope.
So that
I love that she loves theater. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so dope. I'll be like wanting to do stuff like that, but my kids be looking at me like,
I mean, if you start them young, and I know they're older now, you can kind of make them go, or you just pick something that would be appealing to them that they don't even know.
Right.
And like it's in theater form, like the one about Alicia Keys or whatever, or you know.
I'm definitely gonna start going back to theater,
like they
even
have
if
a
I
lot
have to
of,
go on my own.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a goddamn Stranger Things musical out.
Really?
Exactly. There's something for everybody on Broadway.
It is definitely something for everybody on Broadway. I didn't really do anything as exciting as you, that's for sure. Valentine's Day, you know, I did have a Valentine, so that was cool. Did an event in Chester. I've been chilling, man. It's too cold. It's just been too cold.
It's cold.
First of all, to be doing a whole bunch of anything. Comedy right now has really just been my thing. just kind of in the house trying to like hone my craft and do open mics when I can. I was checking to see if there were any open mics tonight so that I could like pop in. Yeah, I'm loving this. So that's it. I'm just getting ready for the summer. I'm ready. It's tax season. I gotta file these taxes. It's like,
girl. I emailed my tax preparer today. I was like, I think I said it last week. If you are in the city of Philadelphia and you have what is known as a business to the city of Philadelphia, meaning you file the net profit tax, the MPCT every year, or the BIRT, the business something BIRT every year. All I know is I qualified. They do your taxes for free out this motherfucker. All you got to do is go to the city website or Google a city tax program for business owners, and they filed my taxes for free, and I'm actually getting a refund. So I'm excited. Shout out to Jarday Allen of In the Moment Tax Consultant Services, because that's who they paired me with. I told her, I said, this is how you know I don't pay attention. The whole time I'm looking at that, I swear it said Jared. This is where the dyslexia kicks in. Until I had my first virtual meeting with her, and her name was Jarday. So like, shout out to her for helping me navigate through my city taxes. And oddly enough, she knows my longtime tax preparer, Desmond Hudson of Hudson Tax Services, who referred the services to me mostly because he was like, listen, for me to file your taxes, it's going to cost this much. But if you qualify, get the shit done for free. And I do appreciate him for that.
I do got some friends that do taxes. I was going to call them. Shout out to Josh. They do taxes at the spot that I was managing on 51st and Walnut. Maximum Tax Financial. Y'all can check them out if you're in the West Philly area and you need somewhere that is black owned that could do your taxes. Check them out. I might end up going to, I don't know, but I'm so hood. I like to go to the family member that's me. I like to go to cousin so and so, auntie so and so, and get my taxes done. Yeah,
well, because I like to do my finessing on the local front with like my welfare and shit, I like to make sure at the very least my taxes is in order.
I know,
because I don't be playing with the government. They be on some bullshit.
They held my damn taxes from.
They hold mine every year just to fucking release them to me. I just be like, y'all know I'm broke. Y'all know I'm broke.
They just released my check from the taxes that we filed last month.
And because I don't have any confidence in this administration, I'm like, I need all the help I can get to make sure that I'm doing shit right. Because the last thing I need is for somebody petty in the administration just be like, you know what, she should go to jail because she filed her taxes wrong. And that's the dumb shit they send the people to jail for. Like, never mind the fact that they've been touching children and selling kids on islands for decades. Never mind all that shit.
This kids selling kids stuff and all this stuff that's coming out and the stuff that I'm starting to hear.
And we wonder why people went missing. Like the fact that John Benet Ramsey name came up recently, I was like, mind fucking blown with how deep this shit really could be.
The whole Wayfair scandal is
love
tripping
me out. I love the fact that this man said, keep the niggas off my island. I love that for us. Like racism worked in our favor
in that sense.
Like that. However, there's other videos circulating of like the powers that be and the elite soliciting black women in the early 80s or 90s rather, trying to pay them $100 for their eggs. And this one sister was like, I already know my shit worth more than that.
Worth more than that. Get the hell out of here.
I already know you crazy. $100 for the invasive shit you got to go through to get my eggs. Like, nah. Then they started talking 60 grand and she was just looking at him with the side eye. I saw that video. Like, yeah, people always have their price. And that's been shown with like the way some of our leaders have actually gone down, like Fred Hampton, which was.
So since you're saying that, I did learn a new Black history fact, and maybe I'm sure you already know this because I'm sure you know. I mean, Sam Cooke,
baby,
blown away. I watched this documentary on Netflix or Peacock. I don't know, whatever.
Knowing Sam Cooke's story makes me listen to some songs and just cringe.
Different. First of all, it's been a long
so much.
That song I look at different now. I mean, I knew the meaning behind it, but it's even deeper than I knew. I really,
mind you, I'm riding around right now with the Best of Sam Cooke CD in my glove box because that is one of the albums that I rotate along with the Best of Roberta Flack, Nirvana.
They really killed all of them back to back to back to back like that, though. Music. I didn't realize that movie, that One Night in Miami, and I forget the other movie.
And I was just watching. You got to think about how like a lot of those are like fictionalized accounts of what really happened with like a hint of truth, but
a hint of truth.
just, you know,
They did
they
Sam
be
Cooke
telling the
dirty.
truth. They be telling
They
the truth.
found that man naked in a seedy motel room, and this little, well, she looked Asian hooker tried to say all this foul stuff about him. But the reason that they did it is because Sam Cooke was just becoming more powerful than these cracker ass crackers wanted him to become. And he was starting his own record label and trying to break off from, you know, the white man constantly raping black artists.
Listen,
and
people
and
think
they
money.
and they killed him.
People think money is what controls everything, and really, it's just the power. It's some broke ass people in control of some shit, aka Donald Trump. But it's the power. Like I was watching something earlier today. I think it was The View, and they were saying how like Trump has put all his names on these buildings. Like now it's the John F. Kennedy and Trump Center, or the Trump and Kennedy Center, however it is, however you reworded it.
Trump.
And they were saying that he put his names on so many of these buildings and places. He's withholding funds from certain cities unless they name shit after him. like he wants them to change Dulles Airport to the Donald J. Trump Airport. And it's kind of like the federal government, meaning the people, own that shit. So you can't just buy the names. So like you got to release the federal funds.
So
but he also knows that in the future, you're not such a great person that people are going to be inclined to name shit after you. So that's why he's forcing his name on shit now. It's like, you know, that's
like
what,
it
that's
can't
what
be
I was
removed
say.
Later.
This is what I learned the most during Black History Month. The audacity of white folks has no fucking bounds. None. You know what happened to me today? I'm in Rite Aid. No, I'm in CVS because Rite Aid is going. I'm in CVS, and they have these 3 cashier places. And if somebody's being helped at one, you just walk up to the next one. You put in your phone number or whatever, your birthday, if you're picking up medicine, and you wait because it works. And then they move on the line like that. So this woman comes over, and it's not working. And she's like, so I'm standing in line already. Why? Because I already put in my name, already put in my birthday, put in my phone number. The shit popped up on the screen. I'm just waiting. And she said, can I use that one? Because this one seems to be broken. And I was like, well, actually, no, because I'm on using it. And I looked at her crazy because what the fuck would make you think I'm just standing here being cute?
Yo, I'd never I was at 5 and Below doing my little, going around getting my little Valentine's cards and stuff. And clearly the line starts behind me. Clearly. This white lady and her grandkids proceed to go around the line, go past the red. I said, I'm going to just wait. I said, Lord, please let me pray. Because if I have to check this white lady, she going to fucking find out today. She must have smelt it coming up off of me. And the look in my face, she looked at me. Yeah, she gonna say, come on, grandkids, the line starts back here. It damn sure do. I don't know what it is. It's such a sense of, I don't want to say they, because I'm not generalizing all white people. I'm definitely not, so don't get that twisted out there in the universe. Because I love all people.
Because I've been seeing some shit, and I'm like, I'm glad my white people don't act like this. Like, my white people don't act like that.
No, not my white people. My white people.
And I've known my white people since like 1981 and up. And like these are people that I just reconnected with, and they've never act like that. I would not expect that from the environment that we came from. It's a handful of them that got a touch of that in them, but they grew up differently. Again, they grew up in families where they already understood the power dynamic, and then there are some people who straight grew up like that and bucked that whole entire system for their family. But I'm like, yeah, my white people not like that, and I can't even say I don't think, especially by now, thinking about the phases of my life I went through with because I used to be a motherfucker. I don't think I'm a motherfucker now. Like I couldn't see them being a part of my life if they were. So, and not even on some like just getting rid of. I'd have been since that shit because what the fuck. So yeah, I've learned that the caucasity has no fucking bounds.
I've been seeing this coming up on my timeline. I don't know how old or it is, but Jason Vanderbeek. Dawson's.
I did not have on my bingo card for first quarter 2026 losing James Vanderbeek.
That was.
I was like, Varsity Blues, Dawson Creek. The nigga is 2 years younger than me, I think.
Crazy.
Like his birthday was coming up. I think he was about to turn 49 or some shit. But he had colon cancer.
Wow.
And when he found out, he was like diagnosed with stage 3. So
Is it the COVID shot, y'all? Like, what is it? Is a lot of people dying of cancers like at a rapid pace? Like, soon as they find out, like 30 days later, they're
said that, especially with colon cancer, it's the fastest growing cancer among people under 50. So now
and men, I'm seeing a lot,
especially more men.
Yes,
mostly more men, but they reduced the age of checking, like having to get it checked to 45. So because my sister told me the other day, she was like, I got to have my first colonoscopy, and I'm not looking forward to it. I said the only thing that you never really looking forward to is the bowel prep. But fuck that, because I have gut issues. Yeah, knock me the fuck out and look up there and see what the fuck is happening. I'm all for that shit. It's a good sleep. Y'all can investigate,
there, get
see
on
what's
up in
going
there.
on. Yeah, man.
Get all in there.
Yeah, because like you said, otherwise they waking you up talking about we done found cancer that wasn't there. What, a year ago? I had it a year ago. Like, and then like you said, it's stage 3. But I also posted something where like they dropped the Epstein files, and then all these different countries, all of a sudden they got cures for cancer. Because it was discovered that the people who had like the pharmaceutical companies.
What do you think about these accounts of supposedly Epstein is not dead?
So here's the thing.
Living his best life.
Fantasy and lore. Like, I realized growing up, I was a really huge fan of Greek mythology. Like, I studied Greek mythology. I read the Odyssey more than once just for school. Like, I was into all of those different stories. Troy and all that, the movie, the story of Helen of Troy. I was into all of that. And one thing that I've seen consistent once I started coming into the knowledge of myself and becoming a 5%er is fantasy and lore exists across all cultures for a reason. So my era had Tupac is alive, and he's in Cuba with his godmother. Yes. Well, Galasada's gone, so like,
yeah, that's true.
So is Tupac gonna come out of hiding? It's kind of like
enough is enough. Like, enough. If you've been hiding all this time, Tupac,
the fantasy and lore of the return of Jesus Christ, like,
yeah.
To my knowledge, a motherfucker die, they die. Okay, and I understand science. Matter can neither be created nor destroyed, but physical matter always changes forms. So do I believe in soul or the Ka, the power of the Ka from ancient Kemetic times? Like, that's a whole nother episode. But like, so it's kind of like all of these thoughts come to my mind when I start thinking about stuff like that. So the fantasy and the lore, somebody has to keep it alive. Yeah. It has to be, they got to put something else out there. Like, is he alive and playing Roblox? Like, that's the part. Roblox. That's the part, because they like, he got a Roblox account that's active and tied to his email, but it's like, is it his email? Because when I used to do marketing jobs, one of our things when we had to do data collection was make sure we got people's email addresses, and people hated signing up for shit because they didn't want to give us their fucking email addresses. So we used to tell them, yo, make something up. First name, last name, Yahoo. Right. And this is in the era of Gmail. This is in the era of people having jobs and having real adult mature emails. And if we couldn't get their email, we would do it. All right. Carol Johnson, 2217. at yahoo.com, and we would meet our quota.
Period.
So, yeah, is he still alive? I don't know. Did he not really commit suicide? Well, I've been on that since the beginning.
And I was watching
this motherfucker don't go through all that shit and get tried and convicted and know he's going to get convicted to not commit suicide prior to that.
So what about Jay-Z?
It's the smoke and mirrors on that for the, like, as far as Epstein, the smoke and mirrors on that so they can expose everything and have somebody to put it on before he dies. But now the files are exposing more people.
Yeah, I'm hearing about all this Jay-Z stuff.
Listen,
it's supposed to be going down. They said him and Beyonce are finally done. They separated.
I have not heard that, at least from no reputable source. I haven't even seen that come across my timeline.
I saw it on this documentary or some type of YouTube.
And I honestly have no interest in that. During Black History Month, don't bring me no stories of black turmoil in any kind of fucking way. I don't want to hear about no power couple separating,
breaking up.
I don't want to hear about it.
It's Black love all month.
I saw somebody posted. They reposted. Saucy Santana had this whole Valentine's Day set up or whatever. And the only thing I got from it is like, it's really niggas out here, because I don't give a fuck what he presents as. I know he considers himself a nigga. It's niggas out here really wanting to be the prize.
Yes.
Niggas out here really trying to be I was looking at this shit like, as romantic as that could have been for somebody with all these flowers and shit, I was just like, ugh, that's not for me. Like, I'd be upset if a nigga that I was fucking with did that for me. I'd be like, nigga, you don't know me.
I wouldn't be upset. I would be
nigga, you don't know me. And what bitch was this for that you decided to just drag me into this shit because she ain't come? Like, you don't know me. Like, and I was just like, wow, people really out here.
They be really just trying to outdo the next person.
People really still clout chasing in 2026 when we're under a strange administration that means at any fucking day, moment, or time we could be in some crazy shit. It bothers my mind that like it's the whole like I'll be looking at shit online. I'll be like, are you serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Now when it's just for the clicks, I don't even comment. I'm like, all right, I like it. Right. Like, there's certain shit for the clicks, but like, I really be on my like the other twin come out and she be like, it's more important shit going on. Like even with my own self, like that whole Gemini shit. Like I gotta put myself in check. I got caught up watching Baddies the other day at a friend's house. Like really caught up. No, you will
get caught up.
Like on some. All right, after this episode, I'm leaving.
No.
Like,
you be in awe.
Because I'm not gonna go home and watch that shit. But like the shit that we are entertained by, like, are you entertained? The best thing in entertainment I saw this week was Ruth Carter was on The View today, and she has a traveling exhibit. Ruth Carter, for those who do not know, she is an African American costume designer. I don't know why I said African American. I just saw that.
All that stuff.
She's a black costume designer, and her history is long, and it goes back. She did Do the Right Thing. She did.
Is the exhibit here, right?
What's Love Got to Do with it? The exhibit is here right now in the city. I think it's running through September at the African American History Museum. But she won her 2 Oscars. She was the first black person to win an Oscar for costume design, and she's nominated yet again for Sinners. And Sinners has the most. It's now the most nominated movie for Oscars with like I think either 14 or 16. Like,
I still haven't watched that movie completely through. My daughter went to the movies like 3 times this year.
What? You haven't
watched it completely
There's
through.
So much symbolism, so much going on. Like, depending on what your cosmology is or what your understanding is of what's going on in the world, what always has been going on, or where you are in life and how you see things, there's so much you can see in it. I understand why people see it multiple times. I saw it multiple times because you can pick up something different each time. It's like, you know, your perception of it changes and grows, and you have a conversation with somebody about it, and you kind of look for their point of view, or you see how it can add on to yours or elevate your shit. So yeah, it was good. It was good. I want to see Crime 101. My nephew told me he didn't like it, and not that I don't trust my nephew's opinion. It's just that the age gap. We might not be looking for the Halle Berry thing. We might not be looking for the same thing cinematically. Like I went to go see Send Help. Like it was a horror movie, but I wasn't scared. It was a horror comedy, and yes, I was cracking the fuck up because nigga, like, but like
not cracking up.
Yes,
I want to go to see Mike Epps this week. I don't know if I'm gonna go or not, but I do want to go.
Is that at the Leah Chorus? Yeah. I can't stand any events at the Leah Chorus. I want somebody to invest in the sound system.
The sound system is the worst.
Before I feel comfortable.
It's better for a comedy show than it is for music.
Ron Murder checking in. It's better for sporting events and barely. I'm so disappointed in the sound. Like I really would rather go to AC to Boardwalk Hall.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed. I see that's where Method Man and Redman is coming.
Oh, now you know I need to be in there. That's my man crush. I need to see Method Man. But the lineup is crazy.
The State Property reunion.
The Locks, like. I definitely want to be in a place. I hope that Glockaware is doing some type of like something affiliated with this show, seeing as though most of the people on that lineup have been through Glockaware at some point in time. Just putting that out there too, Ken. In case you can put that together.
And to a certain degree, you know, the internet's #1 hip hop radio station. Don't nobody really play underground, which at the time when they first came out was all mixtape and shit. Don't nobody really play.
Yep. So hopefully,
in the city.
And if you're listening, Method Man, the Locks, and all of y'all from State Property, come through Glockaware. After party at Glockaware.
Portions of my memory that have not been damaged by my intake of marijuana remembers a lovely time working for Beanie Siegel and going to do a show in New York with the Locks and state property. It was a fun time, and riding in the car to Dell State to do it.
I love your stories
during the era of when,
I love it.
Was a time.
I love that for you because it's so exciting. It's like, what would that have been like? Especially when you were younger in your prime, like it was so much going on then. Like I know you got stories.
Yeah, I was always being babysat, which I appreciate though. Like in hindsight, you
were protected.
I appreciate that I was thoroughly and highly protected. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah, that's what's up though.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
Shout out to A Touch of Jazz, which, by the way, did you listen to Jill Scott's new album?
I did not.
I have
been listening to J. Cole right now, trying to wrap my mind around his album. I like it, but he lost me.
I'm still on his mixtape. I started listening to the album and went back to the mixtape, but I did listen to most of Jill's album. I think I didn't listen to it straight through. No, I love it. So it's her first album in 10 years, and for people who people of our age demographic, and I'm just gonna say Gen X, people always feel like, oh, like she's speaking directly to me, like kind of like what Mary J. Blige was to 411, and a lot of Mary's albums, people feel like it's in my life. They feel like, oh, this is like what I'm going through. Yeah, it's kind of like where Jill been for 10 years. Well, she been going through the same shit that we all been going through. Like literally, and it's all out on the album. Shout out to Yanti from South Jersey and Carvin Hagens, who did a lot of the production. Okay, and it was just like the way it was made was. So it took some time, just a bunch of family and friends getting together and kind of recording and seeing where that went. So it's one of those pieces of work where you can really appreciate. She's fucking rhyming on that joint. She's spitting. She got a joint with Tierra.
Y'all better put some respect on
Northside. Well, you would anticipate that a person who writes poetry and who comes from performing
of her first
poetry.
Album. Okay.
Like you have to think about that. Like she comes from the background of going out performing poetry and spoken word. Like why would she not be able to spit? And she's done it a few times at shows.
At shows, I'm about to say
she actually does it on the album. So kudos to Jilly from North Philly.
I think I'm excited about
putting out a solid project.
Are you going to go see Mariah the Scientist? Oh, she's coming to the Met.
See Mariah the Scientist got tickets at the Met.
At the Met, honey. I didn't know nothing about her, but my daughter loves this girl.
Burning Blue.
That's the only song I know.
I mean, oddly enough, I know a couple Mariah the Scientist songs, and I like her. However, I feel like if my daughter was older and was like, I want to see Mariah the Scientist, that is something we would do together. Yeah. But my daughter don't really listen to Mariah the Scientist. She's more of a Olivia Dean.
Her and
my youngest son, we in the car. He was like, Olivia Dean came on and he was like, this is my new favorite artist. And I laughed because like I never figured him of all people to be the R&B nigga, but he is. I remember he was like 10 years old and an Adele song came on and he was like, this is my favorite artist. And I'm like, you're 10. The fuck you know about Adele?
Lover boy.
Right. Like
I love it. I love Olivia Dean. I have really been learning about a lot of new artists. Shout out to all the new artists out here.
I learn them all from my kids. My daughter listens to a lot of indie R&B and alternative R&B and just me scrolling through Insta. If I stop on one thing, next thing you know, they start sending me all kinds of random shit. So like I get a lot of that from my youngest children, but Mariah the Scientist, as much as I am familiar with her outside of just being Young Thug's fiance, it's a pass for me.
Yeah, I can't say that she's somebody that's on my playlist on my Spotify at all.
Listen, Lionel Richie is coming with the Elements, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm at that age where I'm fired up about Lionel motherfucking Richie.
Wait a minute.
There was a time in my 20s and 30s where you could say Lionel Richie was coming and I would roll my eyes like, bitch, you're not getting me at a Lionel Richie show. At 50?
That national gem, yes, we have to see. When is he coming?
July.
Oh, that's my birthday.
He's definitely coming. I want to say like the 17th.
A week after my birthday.
Like, perfect. I saw that shit drop. I was watching TV.
Where they coming
probably watching news.
They gonna be outside venues?
Xfinity. No, they do arenas.
Okay, good.
So it was like Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I was like, yo, I would go see Lionel Richie just to hear him sing Zoom.
Yep.
I remember I was like in high school, I might have been like my second year of college, and I went to go see the Irize Brothers, and I went with my brothers, True and Freedom, and at some point, them niggas was like, we ready to go, and I was upset and appalled because, nigga, you don't come to the Irize Brothers and be like, you ready to go? These niggas started in the 50s.
Yeah, right.
It is the 90s. They got 40 years of music to play for me.
Than they got yesterday.
Like, what?
More yesterdays than they got tomorrows, I mean. The hell?
And that's how I was feeling. Yo, I went to go see Shaka. So one of my friends that I met through A Touch of Jazz, one of my friends, Peanut, he is part of Zap. I told you, he told me to come invited me to come see him play. And as I'm watching the introduction for the Zap band, he's in the fucking, like, nigga, you don't play for Zap. You are in Zap. You are singing lead on I Want to Be Your Man. What the fuck you mean you play for Zap?
Right.
So yeah, I'm at that age. I want to go see motherfucking Lionel Richie. However, I ain't gonna hold you. There are some people, if they go on tour, like I heard there was a Cash Money reunion tour. If Lil Wayne came out of retirement and went and added himself to the bill,
you better count me in.
Count me in.
I don't think I would want to go see Cash Money without Wayne. I wouldn't want to see him without Wayne.
I wouldn't want to go see them without Wayne and BG. Just sign me up for a Juvenile show.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't want to see them.
If it's just gonna be Juvie, then just put it as Juvie. Don't tell me Cash Money because I need to see.
Special guest on the road.
Yeah, I need to see. Yeah. No. Oh, God,
like Active last year when he was DJing that tour with, or was that Jeff? When he was DJing the tour with Nelly, part of me was like, I want to go just to hear "Give Me Two Per." I need two per.
To get this stomping in my airphones.
That and Grills was my. I went through this era in my life where if you had a Southern, this is where all the protection in Atlanta came in for me. When every time we did a show with Jeff in Atlanta, I got babysat real close because they know I have a thing for accents and Southern draws. And
I got babysat
real close. Like room next door to in between Skills and Jeff. Like babysat. Like a door ain't gonna crack without a nigga knowing that you're doing something. The bed ain't gonna creak because the room is right next door. So yeah, I went through a phase where that was my shit. So
Ramadan is coming up.
Bismillah.
And I am
taking a shahada.
I'm not taking a shahada
because I'm like, you said that like both of us.
Not, but I am going to participate in Ramadan for the first time ever. I've never even as a Christian fasted ever.
Oh wow,
never.
You should have pre-fasted. I suggest anybody, like, before they do any type of fasting for a purpose or a time, pre-fast, even if it's one day. Like, try to see if you can fast for a day first.
Yeah. And
then build up to 2 days, because that shit is hard. Like, I think I've only successfully completed a full Ramadan cycle once. I had a lot of support. At the time, I worked at the Link, and there were a lot of Muslim brothers and sisters going through it also. So I was able to get that support. At home, it was easy because I would just sleep until the sun went down.
Sleep through it. If I can sleep through it, I'm good.
I would call my friend and we would do the prayer together because I don't really know the prayer, but
Right. See, I don't know. And it's crazy because half of my family is Muslim, the other half is Christian. So I'm not ignorant to it. I will say that. But I've never participated, not even for, what is it? When the Christians do it.
Oh, Lent.
What? Yeah, I've never. I never had a desire.
Didn't try to lose weight and do the Daniel fast?
No, the Daniel fast, exactly. Nope, I've never done it. But I'm older, I'm more mature. One thing that made me interested in wanting to do it too was my oldest daughter. She was like, well, Mom, Ramadan, she's dating a Muslim guy. And she was like, I don't want to turn Muslim or nothing. She was like, but I do want to try to fast. She does go to church. She likes to read her scriptures and stuff like that. But I was like, okay. I said, well, you know what? If you do it, I'll try it. Because what's the harm in it?
Again, the support. Yeah. The support.
There's no harm in it, and I'm curious about it. Like
you learn a lot about yourself.
Right.
My primary reason as of late for not being able to do it is some selfish bullshit. I do the complete fast. So it's the TV.
Yeah.
It's the music.
Yeah.
It's the language. Yeah, I ain't ready for that.
See, that's the thing.
Giving up the non-marital sex, that part is easy. The food, the sun up, the sun down, the praying, all that shit is easy. But I'm a person that's quick to anger, and even doing fasting, that's the one thing that just
now you're hungry.
Right. I have to get past that first week and a half to get to a Zen part. So I'm quick to anger now, and stupidity sets me off. So the first little thing, I'm gonna be like, this motherfucker, and already I done fucked up. Like already, because I done this motherfucker somebody.
I'm looking for. I think first of all, I need it for my own health and wellness. It's not going to do me any harm. I think I definitely need it. And in some unintentional ways, when I started practicing yoga, when I first started getting into yoga and first started learning how to meditate and knowing the value of yoga and the practice and all, I guess I kind of fasted a little bit, but not intentionally.
Yeah, I've always fasted before starting any type of diet. Like if I knew I was going to do a juice fast, I would fast. Like I try to fast at least a day before, 2 days before, just so I can get used to having nothing, much less whatever juice I'm about to make myself.
Right.
And just having that being able to sustain me, which it should, because now I've already prepared to sustain myself with nothing. I've tried to do a soda fast. That shit lasts like 5 days before the call for a Pepsi be knocking on my stomach.
Listen.
Like it's more than that. Because I tried the sparkling water. It's more than that for me. I saw a meme today that says, I like my men so black when they sweat, they look like a cold bottle of Pepsi. And I was like, see, the Pepsi. And it's even funnier because if you know Pepsi, as black as it looks in the bottle, it is brown.
It is brown. It looks black as hell.
That is my favorite new meme.
Oh
yeah,
Pepsi.
So
it is hard
like
to give up. Sugar, period.
And that's what I was about to say. I've tried to fast from many things, including sugar, and I thought about like, did I intentionally eat sugar recently? And then as I'm sucking on a fucking iced tea that I got from Dunkin', like, whoopsie. You know what I mean? Me and my daughter had ice cream yesterday. It was like, if I was trying to do a sugar fast, that's all the way out the door.
It's over.
So yeah, like I think it's important to do fast in different ways for different reasons. You do learn a lot about yourself, and it does change you for the better.
I'm excited. One thing about me, I try to be a supportive friend, partner, whatever, right? Like when my daughter said that she was doing this, like, okay, cool. I'm dating a person that is Muslim, so I do want to learn about it. Not that I want to just dive in and start garbing up and taking the shahada. No. Now I will say I've been doing good. I've been fasting from pork, and I'm shocked. Because I always first of all, I always said I would never date a Muslim guy because I love pork too. And I mean that.
Nobody really loves pork that much.
No, I said that out my mouth.
Yeah, people say it, but they don't really mean it because
I meant it at the time. I promise you. I could not imagine
like how much
not
pork
eating pork
did you
bacon.
really eat though? Right.
Not a lot.
For a lot of people, it's like, oh, I'm gonna miss bacon.
Yep.
I'm gonna miss pepperoni, and they got all that shit in beef.
And they got it all
and
in beef.
Turkey.
And I like the beef pepperoni better than the pork pepperoni anyway. However, I just all my life I just been like, I'm not dating no Muslim guy that want to try to convert me, because I just never would respect women or relatives that I watched convert for a man. Then as soon as y'all break up, now you right back sons out, buns out. Like,
but
no.
that's why it's important for you to know and recognize that, because the conversion should never occur for anybody outside of yourself.
Exactly. Now somebody can expose you to it or whatever, and you could be curious.
And when you know something is for you, then you do what you're supposed to do for you. There's a lot of, as a 5%er, I came into the nation with a lot of people. There's a lot of this, like, I still don't have 120 near memorized. It's a lot of people, and I got my pen twice. Argue with my educator about it. Argue with me about it. But like, there's a lot of people who came in this, and they was like, their wisdom was swift, and they could quote degrees and and within a few years, the relationships didn't work out, and they were like back in the church and first ladies at the church.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of like it was never for you. It was never for you. It was like, there's a lot of things I disagree with, and me and my brothers have butted heads on a lot of things. Probably me and some of my sisters have butted heads on things, but like that doesn't mean that at the end of the day I'm walking away. Like, first of all, you can't take the knowledge of myself from me, and I don't give a fuck how you see me. You can't tell me who I am when I already know who I am.
Exactly.
And that's how I stand on that. Exactly. So that's why I'm like, it's important to learn. Like, even when I was in college, most of my electives are in things I just wanted to know.
Right.
Women in the Bible. Like, why? Who takes that class?
Because you want to know.
Because I had to take a history class. And if I got to take a class about women, let me just learn about them Bible broads. You know?
Well, to all my Muslim people, Muslimas and Muslim brothers,
you gonna be out there.
I never say the greeting though. That's one thing I don't play with religion. I might joke about it because I'm a little silly when the time comes for it. Because I talk about Christianity, so no religion is off limits to bust on when it comes down to just being comedic. However, when I'm greeted by other Muslims with a Muslim greeting, I never say it back. One, I don't know how to properly pronounce it, and I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna sound like Cardi B.
Ask somebody or tell them that. Like I don't know how to properly say it, so just say peace because they're literally saying peace be unto you.
Because like I said, I've been around it all my life, and I still don't want to sound like Cardi B saying the greeting.
I just thought of something else. Something I actually really did learn this Black History Month.
What?
Scrolling on the gram. Do you know why Middle Easterners are considered white in the U.S.?
Considered white.
You ever notice, like, they make us check. Race is a social construct. So you got to check off the block. What are you? If you check off Black, they ask, are you or are you not of Latino descent? Because they want to know if you're Black and Latino. They ask you if you check off white. They want to know if you're white and Latino. Some Puerto Ricans check off white and Latino. Some Puerto Ricans check off Black and Latino. Some Dominicans do the same. A lot of them do it by color. Some of them do it by their family social construct. So like it's like I heard lately the president has been asking if you check off white, he want to know are you from German and French and which is crazy because white folks got more mut in them than we do, mostly because they know for us we're just Black and we're African American now. Through immigration and such, we do have a lot of Caribbean Americans and literal African Americans here now. But like it's just interesting how like race is such a social construct that there was a Turkish or Syrian cop, and I think it was LA, and he arrested this white kid, and the white kid said, do you know who my father is? Turns out his father is a lawyer. The lawyer sues him, saying that he wants to sue the cop for arresting him because he shouldn't have arrested him because he's not even American. So he got these, Arabs have lawyers in their family. He got a group of Arab lawyers together, and they had to consult through these white lawyers because, of course, it was like 1909 or whatever. So the lawyers asked this question. Like, the questions are how he got off. He said, the client couldn't have done it because he was white, so he is American. It's like, what do you mean he's white? Like, his beard curls up. We know he's from over there. They said, no. Where's he from? So they specifically named the region in the Middle East he was from. Right. Who is your Lord and Savior? What do you mean? It's 1909. Jesus Christ. Okay. Where is Jesus Christ from? And they'd rather make Middle Easterns white than Jesus Black. So that's how they got started being considered white.
Count your days.
Isn't that hilarious?
Count your days, white folks. How much time we got? Did you watch the All-Star game?
I did not.
So I didn't like the way that they did it this year.
I haven't liked the way they've done it since the 90s.
The last few years, right? And it's like every year they just keep changing it.
Early 2010s.
And it's annoying. However, I will say I guess I get it why they did it that way, but it still was stupid. So they had this like round robin type of thing.
Oh yeah, they've been doing this for a little bit.
It was the world versus the U.S., then the U.S. Stars versus the U.S. Stripes, then whoever won that game against world again. I said, that's just a way for the U.S. to cheat. Why we couldn't have one U.S. team, one world team, and still the U.S. won, but we were supposed, like
either way the U.S. won because most of those players are on U.S. teams. They just represent the countries they're from. Ta-da.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I get why they're doing it this way because when basketball was an American sport for so long, it is so international now. We have a lot of international players, a lot more now probably than maybe ever in the league's history. So now they want to, be fair to these international players, I guess.
Shout out to the athletes that are with their high school sweethearts and they never been caught up in the scandal of fucking young bitches coming through the 90s and the 2000s.
Shout out to y'all.
There
are a lot of good family men in the league, I see. These young men are having kids and sticking with these chicks.
I ain't going to go that far. I'm just saying. Shout out to the ones that never got caught up.
But you don't hear a lot of, like what you used to hear back in the day.
Depends on your circle. I say because like you don't really hear what you hear, and we ain't looking for it. Like that shit is so commonplace in regular life.
Yeah, I guess it's not as scandalous anymore to be.
It's not, and they put it on TV now. Hence, basketball wise, like they put it out there for us to see now, so it's no longer. We don't have to go look for it. There's a lot of shit that just don't interest me because I ain't gotta look for it no more. It's like it's there. Like before, I might have wanted to know the salacious story just a little bit, just to see if I could be like, nah, I can't see it happening. Now, like all I gotta do is pick a channel and turn it on, see if it's happening.
Yeah. Well. Well. Is that our time?
Yes, Poojies is coming up next.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our Negro friends. Toucan, play some music.